This could be their year.
Meanwhile, for the visitors here, the Chiefs, they were losers their last time out. They're going to have to do that in a hostile environment.
And sometimes it actually works to your advantage. Now you've got to band together your team, the us against the world mentality. Let's see if they can use it and get a victory.
Come the Chiefs for their opening drive. They'll be led out by the #1 overall selection back in 2005 out of the University of Utah. It's Alex Smith.
And the numbers were not pretty. I mean, they don't look right. When you throw 2 interceptions, no touchdown passes, there's no way to really make that work. But I thought they were wrong.
The Bengal pressure gets him that time. Down he goes. Carlos Dunlap in there to get him for a loss of 5. Looking to throw on second down. Smith. He's going to flip that out to the flat. It's complete. And he'll get it up here this time to the 21. Just a 1-yard pickup on the play. And it's going to be 3rd down and a ways to go here. 3rd and 14. Smith. No chance to get away there for Smith as he goes down. DeAndre Levy coming in to drop him for a loss of 8. And it'll be 4th down. They're going to go for it. It's Smith. Oh, he's looking long for Witten. And this is going to be incomplete. And they'll start this drive with very good field position. Now a first carry for Giovanni Bernard. And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
In order to play really good run defense when you're playing a 3-4, those 3 guys up front, the nose tackle and the guys they call the defensive ends, they're usually big, big people because they're going to have to eat up a lot of blockers. There's usually 5 on 3. And when they do their job well, guys who play on the inside, those inside linebackers, they're able to just roam and hit.
And still about 3 yards shy of a first as the 4-yard pickup brings it to 3rd down.
It's really simple to say that they know their identity, that they are a passing team. But one of the reasons that they're so successful, they know how to mix in the run and make sure that they keep the defense off balance and not able to just simply say, let's go get the quarterback and disrupt things.
So on 4th down, Marvin Lewis sends on the field goal unit. From the left hash, should be a fairly easy one here. And Catanzaro's kick is right through. And the Bengals are on the board first here. It's 3-0. So the folks here in the stands this afternoon, they're happy about that one. Their guys get the early advantage after the opening drive field goal.
And they should be happy. Their guys look good getting down the field, and that's got to give them. Hope that good things are in store here today.
And now here comes Kansas City. And on that last drive, went for it on 4th, turned it over. A good job by their defense, though. They held them to 3, but this offense, they've got to be a little bit better, a little bit more careful here.
And sometimes when you see these calls on 4th down, when they decide to go for it, it's not necessarily the coach saying, I believe in my offense. Sometimes the coach saying, I believe in my defense. I can afford to go for it here, because if we don't get it, I don't think we'll give up more than 3. And that's exactly what happened.
You think that factored in?
I do. I think that he had that in his mind going into the game, that I'm going to be aggressive on offense because I know I've got a defense that can hold up their end.
They'll fake the handoff. Now Smith. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up 3rd down.
That's very well timed there defensively because it's not a bad throw, but the collision came at the exact time He's reaching to bring in the football. Really, really well done.
Decent offense, just better defense. I think you're right. Complete to Jason Witten. And he's got enough for the first across. An 11-yard pickup, and it's enough for a Chiefs first down. Now the first carry for an Ohio native. It's Ezekiel Elliott. And he's going to be stopped up at about the 47-yard line. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. On 2nd down, here's Smith. And that's Elliott, complete. And he's brought down. The Chiefs have got the passing game rolling a bit, and another first down. A first down carry by Elliott. And the play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back near the 40 at the 39. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down. Here's Smith now on 2nd down. And this one complete to Witten over the middle. And he'll work it inside the 30 to the 29-yard line. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets them up for 3rd down. They'll try and run for it with Elliott. Might have gotten this one down to the 28, and that's all. He needed 2, he got 1, and that's going to leave him with 4th down and a yard.
Well, they certainly had success throwing the ball on this drive, and not as much running it as we just saw once again on that last play. Stopped after a very short gain. But I wouldn't abandon the run totally, because otherwise, pass rushers just tee off on your quarterback. It makes it very, very difficult for him in that situation.
Touchdown, Chiefs!
Well, partner, that was another explosive run, and one thing I've learned in our time in this game, yes, the offensive line has to get a lot of credit, but for big runs to occur, the wide receivers have to block well downfield.
And then you have to have a good guy carrying the ball, too, right?
Oh, without a doubt. You need that difference maker lugging the rock.
And he knocks it through. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This one taken from the 7. And he'll get it up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. Cincinnati now ready to take the field. And they had 3 points last time, but they didn't want 3 points because they were well within range of scoring a touchdown. We'll see if they can do better now.
I'm with you on that one. Let's just go ahead and be frank about the whole thing. The only one happy about the 3-point?
The kicker.
Exactly. He put it through the post. That's going to help him at contract time. But that offense, they're thinking, let's get in the end zone this time.
I don't know if that helped him at contract time. You could have kicked that one through.
I don't know about that. I don't know about that. Super toe.
And he will not only not get the yard he needed, he goes the wrong direction. I'm no offensive mastermind, but of all the guys on the field to block, you might want to stop him.
Look, I've got a very simple rule. An unblocked defender is usually your best defender, and he ended up making the play there.
Brought in here by Tyler Eifert. And all the way down to the 29. A big play there on the catch and run. 48 yards.
There will always be a place for methodically marching the ball downfield. But when you can pick it up in big chunks and strike like that and have explosive plays, that's often the difference in winning and losing. Those types of plays that can knock a defense off balance, that'll drive a team towards a victory.
We haven't seen much from him running the football here in this first quarter.
No, you're right about that. We haven't seen much of him at all so far. They've stacked him up pretty well, but when you're trying to run the football, sometimes you got to play the long game. Keep handing it to him, and some of those runs that aren't working now, they turn into 6, 7, 8, and maybe more later on.
Throwing middle, but it's incomplete. His big tight end, Tyler Eifert, the intended receiver. 3rd down here.
You know, every time we talk with people about the most important quality for a quarterback to have in the NFL, what do they usually cite?
Arm strength.
Yeah, and that's really way down on the list. Accuracy is one of the bigger ones, maybe the foremost one. That's what he needed on that play.
Off the play fake to Mixon. This is Dalton. A swing pass caught. And he will take it on in for a Bengals touchdown. A.J. Green, his first touchdown on the year. And the Bengals are in for six to throw. Looks over, and boom, a guy that wide open. He has to be thinking, wait a minute, this is some kind of a dream. This is too easy.
Yeah, a great dream. One you don't want to wake up from. But for the defense, almost feels like there was a bust in coverage.
Cat and zero out now as he'll kick this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Now the Chiefs offense, they get ready to head on the field. And they're going to need another score. Got one last time, but still down here.
When you're playing catch-up, every possession becomes crucial, doesn't it? It's vital. Get back out on the field, punch it in the end zone again. They know it's not easy, but what they do have going for them...
And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. To throw on second down. Smith escaping the pressure right. Out to the flat. That's complete to his running back. And he'll be taken down just shy of the 40. That one goes for 24 yards. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's across the 43 extra yards to the 43. And give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6. Tough running there. That's a hard-earned 4 yards.
Yeah, those are the unsung kind of runs. They don't fill up the stat sheet, but they do set you up in good position on second down.
And he'll get it out to midfield. Looks like, yeah, they'll spot it right at midfield at the 50. It's a pickup of 6 and good enough to move the chains. And they're on the move here. They've got it 1st and 10. From the 50, it's Smith. And he'll be brought down at the 45-yard line. Call it a gain of 5, and it'll be 2nd down. A shotgun snap for Smith. He's going to leave this for his running back. It's complete. And that play will go nowhere. Losing yardage back near midfield at the 49. Now Smith on 3rd down. A bullet throw, but incomplete. Well, too much oomph, too much mustard there on that pass.
They really turned it loose, didn't they? Really cut loose with that one. Sharp, strong. Didn't lead to a completion, though. Made it very difficult.
The offense going to stay out there. They've converted once, failed once. What can they do here on 4th down? And the play clock about to expire. Andy Reid notices it and takes a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 2nd quarter. And a tough ask here. They're going to go for it on 4th down and 9. They snap it to Smith. Eluding the pressure right. And they hit him as he throws, as this one's going to go straight down to the turf. Incomplete. Andy Reid went for it, but it won't pan out. And this defense will take over right near midfield at the 49-yard line. They'll begin here with Bernard. And good penetration here. He'll get this down only to about the 49-yard line. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Well, they didn't get a whole lot out of that one, but I think you got to continue to try and run and try and keep the defense honest.
You mean or else they'll just sit back, tell you to throw it on every down?
Yeah, you get your quarterback hit a lot that way, too.
Green's got it over the middle. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. A big first first down on the 16-yard pickup there.
Now, that was pretty. They executed that curl route versus zone coverage, and that changes things a little bit because against man, it's often a tight curl, tight, sharply run route. Against zone, you're just looking for that open spot, that dead area, so you may curl it a little bit wider just to get to that place.
And usually a tight window. He fired a bullet in there for the completion. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. So this will be accepted as it moves the offense backwards. Second and 10. Dalton once more. And now a fumble. The ball's out, and it's picked up by the Chiefs. And they have the football and will take over at the 24-yard line. Often on fumbles, you look at the guy who coughed it up and say, geez, what did he do? But, hey, let's tip the cap to the defense here.
Not a problem at all, my man. I'm not even going to tip it. I'm going to doff my cap to him. Congratulations. Big-time play. Knocking it free and creating something good for your team.
A good run there on first down, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 2. Again, it's Elliott. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. It'll go as a gain of 10 and a Kansas City first down. Clock running, under 4 to play now as they come up on 1st and 10. They'll try the sweep with Elliott. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. It's another 10 yards on that one and another first down.
Because when I watch him, I think of his vision. Straight ahead, peripheral. Also has that sense of where holes are going to be before they actually open. I think that helps set him apart from many of the other backs in the league.
They'll try the air now with Smith. Going right side, he has Winton. And he'll be taken down at the 44-yard line. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's 3rd down. Now Smith. Steps away to his left. Oh, he may have gotten lucky. Tried to dump it off underneath on the check down. Nearly picked. Instead, it's incomplete. So 4th down coming. We still haven't seen a punt yet. At least here, they're in a reasonable spot to go for.
This I can understand. Some of the others, not so much.
And they're going to go for this. Just 1 for 3 so far on 4th down tries. They're trying again. Here's Smith. And my goodness, this is incomplete. Boy, it looked like he had it and dropped it. And the Bengals will get the football back. And he'll have a tough time living that one down. It's one thing, Charles, to drop a pass. It's quite another to drop it on 4th down.
And so many teams work on that in terms of locking in on those key downs. You know, you and I have both been to practices where we've seen, hey, 3rd down situation, big 3rd down alert, lock in here, 4th down play, make sure you focus just a little bit extra. It didn't pay off in that situation.
And they'll get him to the ground, but he got all the way down to the 30-yard line. A good pickup there, 26 yards. Nice completion there for Andy Dalton. Charles, you worked some of his games when he was at TCU. Now you've worked his games in the NFL. What progression have you seen?
I've seen a guy who took over as a freshman in college and got better and better each year. Always added a little bit more to his game, gets stronger. But the best part about him is he's always been accurate.
They go play action here on 1st down.
The game plan for any defense is finding ways to make a quarterback uncomfortable in the pocket. When you bring pressure from all angles, you never know who's going to get home. In this case, the left cornerback, right in the face of him, puts him down.
2nd down, Dalton. His throw incomplete. Brandon LaFell, the intended receiver. And now it's 3rd down.
That one didn't quite make it to the target, but that's not always a function of the strength of the arm of the quarterback, is it? Sometimes there's just too much pressure there. In any case, the ball doesn't arrive.
3rd and long. What will Dalton dial up? And he's taken down. A Chiefs sack. So on fourth down, here's Jake Shum to punt it away. 2 minutes remain here in the first half. We'll come back to Cincinnati after this. We remind you that coming up in 2 minutes' time, we'll hand you off to Orlando, where Larry Ridley will have highlights and analysis of this first half of action. He punted 5 times in the win last week as this one's away. And this will be up to the ruling of the side judge here. He says it crossed out of bounds at the 16. Now the Chiefs offense, they get ready to head on the field. And last time they were very fortunate, this offense. They went for it on 4, turned it over in their own territory, but the other guys held up. They didn't give up any points.
So how about the guy with the #1 headset on the sidelines, the head coach? That was planned going into it, not necessarily to not get the first down or to have the defense have to hold
But he
up.
trusted his defense.
Trusted his defense very much, and I think that's how he's going to play this game. Go for it, be aggressive, because I've got the wild bunch backing me up over here on my own sideline.
Now we'll see what his offense can do. Now another timeout called for by the offense as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important third down. The Chiefs on third down, just 1 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 4. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he gets it to the 32, good enough for a first down. It's another 10 yards on that one and another first down. First down now, but the clock continues to move. Play action. It's Smith. Flushed out right. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
The one thing that I've liked defensively is that they've shown him a lot of different looks here in the first half. They've come after him. They've sat back. I think that's what you need to do to keep an offense guessing.
And they certainly have kept them on their toes. That's why they haven't had much success on the scoreboard. Dancing to his left. And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line. He turned that into a nice gain. Gets him 8 yards closer for third down. They'll get to the line here, but remember, it's also third down. From the gun, here's Smith. Hard throw, incomplete. Normally, I'd say this will lead to a punt attempt, but this offense already shown in the first half that they'll go for it on fourth down.
Well, they should have already said, punt it, punt it. Head coach should have already made that decision.
Running with Elliott. And he's not going to get the first. I don't even think he made it back to the line of scrimmage. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out. And the Bengals are going to get it back in terrific field position. So they take a big, big chance here in their own territory. And you think the coach may have some questions to answer?
Yeah, and, you know, normally we focus on the media, right? The social media barrage that he's going to get for this one. How about on his own sideline and in his locker room?
Yeah.
Because I think the team's going to look at him like, Coach, why would we go for it there? I mean, no confidence in the defense. You don't like the punter. I mean, what's going on here? You owe us some explanations.
Andy Dalton. Underneath, this is Bernard. And heavy contact. He is knocked down hard. And before they can run this third down play, we're going to get a timeout, as the clock will stop with 35 seconds to go in quarter number 2. So the offense took the timeout. Looks like they're ready to go as we get set to resume the action. They look to throw on third with Dalton. Oh, he's got a little daylight. He's got a first down and much more inside the 20. And they do get him down, but not before he reaches the 4-yard line. And now before this first down play, we're going to get a timeout here, as they'll stop the clock with 26 seconds to go until halftime. Goal line offense, something they've really been emphasizing in practice lately. Now they have a chance here to put all that hard work to use. Dalton gives to Bernard. And he will push his way forward down to about the 3-yard line. Give him 2 yards on that one. 2nd and goal now. Now the Bengals going to signal for their third and final timeout as they stop it with 16 seconds to go in half number 1. Dalton throwing on second down. And he's got his big tight end, Eifert, and it's a Bengal touchdown. Tyler Eifert, as the first half is winding down, and the Bengals add on to their lead. And that'll give them a 2-score lead here, but I'm looking ahead. They just want to hold it for the final moments here in the second quarter. They don't want to give up anything on the other side.
No, not at all, because if they don't, it almost had the feel of an imposing their will score. And right now, they want to make sure they keep that and carry it into the second half.
So that drive spanned 5 plays, and it ends with a Bengals score. Catanzaro out now as he'll kick this one away. This one taken just inside the 10. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. Now a first down throw. It's Smith. Flush to his right. And this is incomplete with a clock showing just 3 seconds left.
There are a good number of coaches that any time they call an in route are really worried about the play because there's so much traffic ordinarily that the ball has to get through to get to the receiver. And on that play, it was batted down.
And unless this is a quick incompletion, this is likely the last play here of this first half. The final shot here before break. Smith. He'll rifle this one deep right side. And his throw's going to be incomplete. So we reach halftime here in a 10-point game, as we'll send you down to Orlando, where Larry Ridley has our EA Sports Halftime Report. Larry?
Thanks, Brandon, and welcome to our EA Halftime Report. I'm Larry.
All right, folks, eager to get back to this Week 4 matchup. We won't put up a fight. So both teams have their marching orders, and we'll get going again here in quarter number 3. This will be fielded at the 8. And he nearly broke that for more, but as it is, they'll start this drive at about the 37-yard line. The Bengal offense now with a football first here to begin quarter number 3. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on here.
And he fumbled it. It's on the ground. And it's picked up by the Chiefs. And they'll start out with great field position at the 47-yard line in enemy territory.
We have seen this before, and we know coaches preach about this and work on it all the time. Catch the ball. You know there's going to be some traffic somewhere. They've got to put it away and secure it as they try and get downfield.
And that play will go nowhere. Losing yardage back near midfield at the 49. To throw on second down is Smith. Buying time to his left. And some space here. And the stop here will come at the 38-yard line. And give him 10 that time as he was able to get away from the pressure and get a nice gain.
And we have to give credit to him for buying time and extending the play. But you know there's some really upset defenders on that one. They thought that they had him. Instead, he was coated in Teflon and got away.
And he's got the first as they'll bring him down at the an 11-yard pickup, and it's enough for a Chiefs first down. They keep on the ground with Elliott. And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there. Second down. Smith looking to throw on second down. Escaping the pressure right. And he'll be brought down at the 27-yard line. All that gets him is just a yard, and now it's third down. Throwing on third down, Smith. Looking left side, and he's got a man. It's Harris. Now it appears we've got a Chief moving pretty gingerly down there. Well, he gets attended to. We'll step aside. I guess they figure they got to start taking some chances. Here's a big one in this third quarter as he'll go for it on fourth down. Back to throw, Smith, eluding the pressure right. And that is going to be incomplete. Andy Reid went for it, but it won't pan out. And the Bengals will get the football back. So a tough pill to swallow there. A would-be touchdown pass in and out of his hands on fourth.
Sometimes it just comes down to execution, doesn't it? Because we're always questioning, should they go for it, should they not? Is it the right play call, is it not? In this situation, everything was right except for the finish. You have to catch the ball and convert.
Give him 8 on the play, and that'll make it second down. And the hole closes quickly. He gets it across the 35 to the 36-yard line. It'll be a gain of 2 on the play, but they'll remain a few inches short here with third down looming.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the third quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
Trying to barrel up in there, but I don't think he got it. No gain on the play there. A nice job defensively, and it likely forces a punt situation on fourth. Here's Jacob Shum now, as he'll kick it away for the second time. And he gets this away, and look at this. This is a good one. And a bit of a mistake there. This is well into the end zone for a touchback. And the Chiefs now getting set to go. And on the last drive, they were in field goal range. They just opted not to kick it, didn't get it. How does that change the mentality this go around?
I don't think it changes much for the head coach because this is what he preaches all the time. Attack at all times in any spot on the field, and he likes touchdowns, not field goals. Now, your field goal kicker, you've got to make sure you nurse him through and say, okay, don't worry about it. When we need you, you've got to be ready to go. And the team, of course, loves to see points on the board. So let's see if it changes a little bit in the same spot again.
Yeah, we'll see what the decision is here if they get to that spot. And they'll take him down at the 31-yard line. A good decision in the end to pull it and run, get some 9 yards and a first. Now a play fake here on first down. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off around the 37. And he will score. Touchdown, Cincinnati. Well, we know this defense has athleticism. Spots like that prove us right.
I love the way that you spotlighted the athleticism because you and I both know the best athletes on the field, they play on defense.
I don't know. I was a kicker. You got to remember that now.
Come on, come on.
Fine. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six. And now the kick is away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. And out come the Chiefs now. Fresh off the pick six, it's Smith. Oh, he's got some breathing room. He finds an opening past the 40. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. First down for the Chiefs. Solid chunk of yardage, 17 on the play. On the counter, Elliott. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 41. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down.
If these guys are going to chop into that deficit, they got to do a much better job in the run game. Caught behind the line of scrimmage, no yardage to be found.
Throwing middle, and it's complete. And he'll get it out to midfield. Looks like, yeah, they'll spot it right at midfield at the 50. And they'll get 9 there as that sets them up better for third down. On third down, Elliott. No gain there on the play, and that's going to leave them with a 4th down.
They were stopped on that play, but he's had plenty of carries all afternoon. Every now and then the defense is going to win one, but I don't think they'll shy away from handing it to him the rest of the game.
Still just the 3rd quarter, but they've got to make something happen. I think they know that. They're going for it on 4th. Now it's Smith. Blitz coming, and down he goes. DeAndre Levy in there to get him his 2nd sack now of the afternoon. Well, it was too far for a field goal try. You don't really gain a whole lot out of a punt, so I don't think you have much of a problem with that, do you?
No, not at all. I think it's the right play. It's the exact right play, because even if you want to play defense and pin them deep, you know how hard it is for a punter to knock one dead inside the 10-yard line. That's not necessarily easily done. So I think going for it there was the right call.
They'll run again with Bernard. And brought down, but able to get it to their 30-yard line. It's a gain of 13, and the Bengals have a 1st down.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right, he struggled, especially in that 1st half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves,
under pressure, and he will go down. Sacked back at the 38.
And plays like that really hurt play calling. They had a really nice gain on the previous play, but gave about half the yardage back on the sack. Excellent pressure up front. Nowhere to go with the football. Down he goes.
And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out. Back now in Cincinnati. It's the Bengals in possession of the football and in possession of the lead as well as we start the 4th. They'll run it now out of the gun. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. They lost 4 there, and it's 3rd down.
Brandon, it's clearly a running situation when you're up in the 4th quarter. They're going to have to stack the box and make it difficult for them to move the ball.
Made it very difficult right there. Now they need to repeat that effort.
Yeah, bring 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take to slow.
Now he's hit, and Dalton lost the football. And it's picked up by the Chiefs. Through an opening, and there he goes. And he will score. Touchdown, Kansas City. And they'll get set here looking for the 2-point conversion. Following the fumble recovery, Smith being chased out left. And he will get into the end zone to cut the lead a little bit further. And, boy, things switched on a dime here. The fumble recovery for the touchdown and also a 2-point try on top successful.
That feels like a momentum call. Pick it up on a fumble return, take it the other way for a touchdown. That's demoralizing for a team to have it happen against them. So the offense just says, you know something? Let's add to it. Pile on top, go for 2 now while their heads are down.
Now this Bengals offensive unit ready to see what they can do here. They're right back out there after watching the fumble go the other way. Still in control of this game, but that needs to serve as a wake-up call because they're not in the clear yet.
No, the message should be clear that fortunes can change pretty quickly when you turn the ball over. You've got to take care of it, otherwise that lead could slip away quickly.
They start on the ground here with Bernard. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. It'll wind up being a loss of 2. And it'll be 2nd and 12.
Brandon, it's all about pace and tempo now for them. They've got the advantage, so I'm going to put musical terms for you. You don't want to go prestissimo. That's too quick, too lively, right? But you also don't want to slow it down too much. You don't want to go lento. What you really want to be is moderato. Nice and even, nice and steady, get those gains, and close out the game.
I think that chicken parm from last night's gone to your head. Play fake. Here's Dalton. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And a shot taken on 3rd down, unsuccessful. 4th down now.
I know I'm not giving enough credit to the defenders because that pass was incomplete. But come on, it was A.J. Green. I always expect him to come up with the ball.
Yeah, on those deep routes especially, even on incompletions, it's fun to watch him run those routes.
It certainly is, but he eats up ground, and he usually goes up and gets it.
43 yards on the punt, 7-yard return, and the offense will take over with a new set of downs. On first down, it's Smith. Flushed out right. And he will not make it back to the line of scrimmage as he's going to be taken down. They're going to hurry back to the line now. On second down, here's Smith. Forced out to his left. And some room to work. Room to run past midfield. And he'll be taken down across the 50 at the 45 in enemy territory. The coverage may be too good that time as he breaks away for 19 with his legs and a first down. Smith, and that's Elliott, complete. And he'll go down shy of the 40 at the 41. It'll be a gain of 4, and it'll bring up a second down. Out of the gun, Smith. Flush to his right. And the stop here will come at the 38-yard line. They'll wind up with positive yardage. It's a gain of 3, but now it's third down. On third down, it's Elliott, and he'll take this one down to the 36. He needed 3. He got 2. Now that'll set up an interesting situation here on 4th and a yard. Desperation time for Smith on 4th down. Escaping the pressure right. He completes it to Bryant. And he gets it to the 34. Good enough for the first. Smith now to throw. They set up the screen to Lynch. Gave a glimpse of his power, but not a whole lot of space. Down at the 30. They'll get 4 there out of the screen, and it's second down.
In order for a screen pass to break big, a lot of things have to come together and be well executed. But all it takes is one small thing to go wrong and keep it from being a big game.
Caught out left side by Robinson. And they'll get this one down to about the 20-yard line. It'll go as a gain of 10 and a Kansas City first down. From the red zone now, Smith. And that'll be incomplete. He was trying to get it to Marshawn Lynch. And that'll bring up second down.
Well, they're slinging it. And then there's one you got to put a timer on, huh? I mean, that one came in hot.
That came in hot, but overthrown out of his reach and incomplete. So second and 10 here. And on the outside, they're playing press coverage. Second and 10, Smith again. Looking for his running back, and he's got it. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. The Chiefs have got the passing game rolling a bit, and another first down. Throwing again is Smith. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. Vincent Ray in there to record another sack. Their 6th of the afternoon. Time for a break. We'll come back and see this one out after this. So the Chiefs in possession of the ball as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. To throw is Smith. And a big loss here as he's taken down. They'll get to the line here, but remember, it's also third down. Smith now to throw. And he's going to go down again. Carlos Dunlap in there to drop him as the clock continues to roll.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. Steps away to his left. And that is incomplete. All she wrote for this one. So with that, we can just about close the book on this one, Charles.
Yeah, what's the old expression about slim and none? Well, Slim just left town on that
They're
one.
down to none?
Yes, exactly right.
The drive starts with a handoff to Bernard. And he'll get this up to about the 38-yard line. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
I like that run right there, partner. Not the flashiest run, not the one that's going to break for big yardage, but he understands the situation, and taking care of the football, paramount, and he got it done.
Nursing that slim lead, you're exactly right. Hold on to that ball. See if they stay on the ground for 2nd down. Again, here's Bernard. And a good swarm to the football defensively as they get him down at about the 40. Now here's a defensive timeout called by the Chiefs. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. Now the Bengals on 3rd down, lacking much success, just 2 for 7 to this point. This will be 3rd and 5. Big spot, Andy Dalton. Rush coming, and he's taken down. Now a 2nd timeout called for by the defense. That'll leave him with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. Here's Jacob Shum now, as he'll punt it away for the 4th time today. .46 on his first kick. This one in that neighborhood as well. So possession goes over here on the punt. And control of the football switching hands here with very little time remaining in this contest. Now Smith. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete. The Chiefs quickly now going to use the last of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with 11 seconds remaining in the ball game. Now it's Smith. And he'll be taken down by the Bengal pressure. 5 seconds, 4 seconds. And Charles, you know what coaches